Hi, this is BizPod TV. Now today, as you may have noticed if you've managed to escape from your post-Christmas haze, you poor things, we're on the streets of a surprisingly sunny London and we are hunting down our very first interview, which is quite exciting. Now what we're aiming to do every couple of weeks is bring you a short but inspiring interview with some of Britain's young and up-and-coming entrepreneurs. We might even chuck a couple of celebs in there for good measure every now and again. But today I'm going to be talking to the two entrepreneurs behind Firefly Tonics. It's a premium, natural and functional soft drinks brand, apparently. What's a functional soft drink, you ask? Well, I'm thinking it probably means it does something very good to your insides, which is quite timely. So let's face it, New Year, don't know about you, but I definitely need a detox. I'm going to find out a little bit more information and see if they might have the next innocent drinks on their hands. Now, I'm sure it's not the first time that comparison's been made. I will ask them about that. But they have had a phenomenal success. In just 2 years since they started up the business, they now employ 10 people. They've got an annual turnover of 1.6 million quid, and they've sold over 4 million bottles of their product. I want to know exactly how they did it, so let's go find out a little bit more info.
Hi, you must be Ali.
Hello.
I'm Harry. Lovely to meet you. This is Marcus.
Hi, Marcus. How are you?
Marcus, Harry. We want to share some of the secrets of your success here today. So let's go right back to the beginning, when it all started. You were at school together, and obviously you've been, talking about going into business for a long time. But what actually made you want to leave your safe corporate environment and set up a business together?
Shall I go?
I don't mind who answers.
I think it was something actually we both always wanted to do, because when you're running your own business, you're not just a pawn in a big machine, cog in a big machine, whatever. You're actually hopefully doing something, seeing the fruits of your labours, and hopefully building something you're proud of. So I think we both always wanted to build a business, and certainly when we were 16, 17, we were constantly kind of thinking, hey, how about a business that does this, something like that. So I think yes, it was something we always wanted to do.
And what about working together as friends? Because there's the old adage that you don't mix business and friendship. What do you truthfully think about that, Marcus?
I think it's really important to work with someone you know well and you like and you trust. So I don't think you'd ever want to work with someone you didn't think was a friend. I think working with a close friend like Harry is different, and it's really, really positive in lots of ways, because you feel like you're in it together. It's also difficult because sometimes you're working together all the time. You don't see each other so much outside of work, but generally if you make it work, I think it's probably the best thing. But obviously if you don't make it work, you could lose a friend, so that's the downside.
Do you argue about who makes decisions? Do you have creative differences?
Occasionally. Actually, well enough, in the early days, I think it was harder, because when you're kind of dealing in a sort of vacuum of when you haven't actually got a product on the shelves, you're having to sort of it's like, is my idea better than your idea, or is your plan better than my plan? It's all kind of there's nothing concrete. Whereas once you're actually running the business, you can kind of see that, well, last time you did that and it worked really well, so why don't you I'll go with you on that one. So I think it becomes easier the longer you do it.
You do seem like you're still quite friendly with each other, so obviously there haven't been too
We
many
hate
differences.
each other. We just do this.
Just in
We
this
just do
bar.
this. Yeah, exactly, for sure. No.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind Firefly. How did it all start, Harry?
Me? Oh, yeah. Well, we were kind of looking at various things around sort of healthy living, because I was working in the city, so was Marcus, and we kind of noticed that you drink all these Red Bulls when you go out. Sorry, I shouldn't quote them. Energy drinks that aren't particularly healthy, and is that a good thing? Why are we doing this when actually at the same time we're kind of trying to go to the gym occasionally and look after what goes into our bodies? So there was this sort of vague idea that could we make a healthy energy drink, and then the thing that really kicked it off actually was someone approached Marcus basically saying, would you like to sell my kind of magic water in Europe? It sounded a bit strange. It was a little bit strange.
But we kind of thought it's quite exciting if you can make water healthier. That was where the idea started from. So then we interviewed all these crazy homeopaths, herbalists, all sorts of people who put flower essences into water, and got really excited about the fact you could actually make a natural drink that was going to make you feel better by using herbs. I mean, some of the other things as well might work, but they're not so easy to put in a drink and make them taste good. So.
And it's great for hangovers too, right? So that's...
The detox one is great for hangovers.
Yeah, I have tried it and I can contest that it does work. And I'm actually
You're-
drinking it
you're
now. We won't say
forcing
why.
one.
We won't say why. But it does work. Everyone talks about the triumphs, obviously, of your business. And you've obviously done amazingly well in a very short space of time. It must be quite a challenge launching into the soft drinks market. I'm thinking it's a huge market, very competitive, and I'm thinking to launch a new range must be very expensive. How can you compete as a startup?
Actually, I don't really think it is that difficult because yes, it's a huge market, but it's totally dominated by 2 or 3 massive companies that basically sell sugary water very expensively. So if you come out with a product that is actually genuinely healthy and effective and does something for you, then actually you don't need the millions of pounds of marketing budget because you can kind of put it on the shelves. Hopefully, a few people will try it, and if they like it, hopefully they'll tell people about it. Because I think people are savvier these days, and they can see that actually most of the drinks out there are pretty bad for you, and liquid confectionery. So I think yes, if you've got a genuinely different product, then I think it can stand out, and yeah, you don't necessarily need millions of pounds to make it work.
What about the future for Firefly? What's coming up next?
I think what we're trying to do is try and work out how we can get more people to know what we're doing and get excited about feeling their best using natural ingredients. And one of the things we realise is we've got these sort of very stylish looking glass bottles that people can't see inside. So we're going to be launching some drinks next year which you can actually see what's inside them, and they're also going to be a bit lighter so you can drink them more often. Hopefully several a day if we can persuade everyone they're exciting. And I think innovation is the most important thing if you're a food and drinks company. It's you've got to keep giving people new things that are exciting, so that's kind of what we're working on, and also trying to make our small marketing budgets take our idea to as many people as possible, so we get out there and see people.
Brilliant. Well, I look forward to tasting all the new stuff, and really wish you all the best with the business. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Something. I want to know exactly how they did it, so let's go and find out a little bit more. Get in.